Today we're going to show you 6 of our new favorite breakfasts that we've discovered through the recipe reviews we've done here on the channel. Stick around to see what they are.
Frying pan.
What happened to your nonstick pan, Lily?
It was supposed to be a genius pan. Clearly it's not.
Greetings and welcome to or welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel, we focus on all things plant-based goodness, and we are closing in on 40 cookbook reviews. So thank you for all of your comments and love that you've had over the course of this series. We're not going anywhere. We've got lots more in the hopper and lots more planned. We love doing them because we need to eat dinner most nights, all nights. We do have a very long list of cookbooks that we want to do, but if you have some suggestions, feel free to let us know in the comments down below. But today, what we wanted to do was take some of our favorite breakfasts from those videos and put them all into one compilation video for all of you, because I know you like the compilation videos. Just so you're clear, these aren't necessarily loved by every single one in the family, but they're at least loved by 2 or 3 of us. And there's a nice little variety in here. As always, I have them broken down into chapters in the description down below, so you can just jump around through that, but I strongly suggest watching it straight through the first time. We've got Flapjacks, Scones, Parfait, Granola, and more. Now before breakfast, I often start my day with some kind of a resistance training workout. And after those workouts, I like to have a little extra boost of protein to fuel my muscles and give me all the benefits that that workout gave me. And what I turn to in those moments is one of these 2 companies, Lean Fit and their new sister company, Based. Both of these companies have plant-based protein powders that are great for your mind and body, and they have a lot of other things on their sites as well. What I like about these is that they blend in really, really well. They're not chalky. They have a pretty good flavor for a protein powder. I'll throw them into a smoothie or a smoothie bowl. I'll mix them into oatmeal, but worst case scenario, you just mix them together with some water or some non-dairy milk of your choice, and you're good to go. Use my links in the description down below for both companies to get 10% off your next order. Now, before we jump into breakfast, I'd like to say hello to some of the people who've said hello to us in the comments down below. Valerie from Independence, Kentucky. Crystal from Doretta, Louisiana. Susan from Lincoln, Nebraska. Angie from Aurora, Colorado. Cece in Berkeley, California. Kim from Ohio. Deborah from Kenora, Ontario. Amy from Athens, Wisconsin, who says they've been a subscriber of our channel since we had 2,000 subs. So thanks a lot. That's amazing. You're OG. What? I'm so sorry I did that. My kids are gonna be so embarrassed. Annie will say that was cringe. And it was. Chrisanne from Peterborough, Ontario. Sonia from Alberta. Laura from Central California. Kelly from Largo, Florida. And Marianne from our Mighty Network. What is the Mighty Network, you might ask? Well, it's PB with J 2.0. It's a members community, but it's so much more. There you get early access to these videos, you get a priority bump up in these shout outs, and all this other stuff. But mostly you get this community of like-minded individuals who are there for each other to share stories and information. It's just a beautiful thing. And you can be there for the price of a crappy cup of coffee a month. Link down below. All right, let's eat some breakfast. For breakfast, I'm gonna make these apple flapjack thingies. They're basically like pancakes with apple slices inside them. So, like a French toast with apples.
She flirted.
Oh, my daughter's playing The Sims and her character flirted. Yeah, it's so you just, you'll see. I mean, you just slice apples, you cover them in batter, and you fry them up. My big question will be, will my frying pan stick? Because my frying pan is being unkind these days. And I think the hell of it and hope for the best. Watch the knife, man.
Tastes like your apple fritters.
Yeah, this feels like something I've made before as like a dessert. You ate it all.
Yeah,
I just sat down and yours is gone.
It's so good.
I'm gonna get more.
So good. Yeah,
I'm gonna get more.
just getting more.
That's a keeper?
That is a keeper. Let's have that every day.
Yeah, I don't want to make it every day.
What? Come on.
It's like a different way of doing pancakes. I will say, I think the batter's pretty plain. Like, there's no sugar in the batter
But it's
or
kinda
sweetener.
weird, 'cause then when you put the maple syrup on.
Yeah, so you don't feel bad about adding sugar to it. So I definitely think if you ate these on their own, they'd be a bit plain. You definitely need to add like some fruit and some stuff to them, or some nut butter would be good.
I think they're fine plain. Like if you're on like you want to be really healthy or you're trying to lose weight or whatever, I think that you just don't put the maple syrup on.
It's true, because the apple is sweet.
Yeah.
You do have apple inside, so we're gonna call this one a winner. So I'm gonna make this breakfast pudding for me and the kids for breakfast tomorrow. And maybe Emily too. Maybe it'll be ready in time for her. This calls for a crazy amount of liquid, considering how much grain is going into it, or rice. I'm gonna follow the instructions. We'll see. I'm very skeptical of all these dishes.
The next day.
Oh, all right. I see you. Yeah.
That's good. Kind of like a weird texture-ish, but it's good.
Think the kids will like it?
I don't know.
It tastes purple.
It tastes. You can taste the color.
Yeah. What makes it so creamy?
Coconut milk.
Banana?
Do you like it or no?
What do you think?
What do I think? I think you probably like it. You're eating it.
It's okay.
I really like that. It's creamy. It's got the right amount of sweetness. And the apples have softened up a little bit. That's a really good breakfast. I got purple because I used a really dark wild rice. So it seeped into the colors, but that's kind of cool.
Let's see the dark wild rice.
Well, you can't really see it now. It all mushes together. But I really like this. If you guys don't like this, I will just eat the rest of it tomorrow.
So good.
I like the purple.
You like the purple? Yeah, that was Annie's favorite part too.
I like the texture. The flavor's good. It's like flavor, sweetish.
So if you watch this channel, you know that I have my own granola recipe, but I'm not against trying someone else's. What I like about this one is I don't have to get my food processor all messy and clean it all out. It's more or less whole food plant-based. It's using maple syrup instead of the dates. The only thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have any dried fruit, but it says you can add in 1.5 cups of dried fruit of your choice. So I'm gonna do that. Is the only thing I'm gonna shift in it. The big difference about cooking this granola that's different from mine is that it says it takes up to an hour at the same temperature that mine is, and I can only imagine that's because there's more liquid like the applesauce and stuff. Let's see. This is definitely a quicker granola to put together, but longer to bake, so it's kind of a lateral move in terms of being a time saver. What do you think of new granola?
It's really delicious.
What do you think of it compared to our usual granola?
This is more flavor variety.
You like it more?
Well, I'm a little burnt.
I cooked it.
These are like hard to rock.
So to be fair, it says that you can add dried fruit to it, but that's not the recipe it gives you. So I think you should add the dried fruit after. I might just pick it out.
Just cook it less.
It called for me to cook it for another 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the crunchiness I like, but you
Very
like it.
crunchy.
You like it better than my regular?
I feel like it better.
I'm gonna try it tomorrow with stuff on it. So for breakfast this morning, I just wanted to do something that would highlight that granola that I made yesterday, so I decided to make a smoothie bowl. I like my smoothie bowls to be really thick, so I just use as little non-dairy milk as possible, chia seeds, protein powder, and a little bit of greens. Greens. This is gonna make it look like a gross color, but I don't care, because greens. Here's the thing about the greens as well. They don't always blend super well. Sometimes you get little bits of them. I don't really care. But one trick I've heard is you can just kind of pre-blend the milk and the greens together. I don't find it works that well, but let's try it today. You need a little more milk. And then about 2 cups of frozen fruit, whatever you want. And then just blend them up and smash the hell out of them. Depending on your blender, you might have to scrape down the sides. And then I just topped it with hemp seeds and then that new granola. So let's see how it is. That's got a really great crunch. I still think I prefer my other granola, but I would make this one again. I would just adjust the cooking times because I think I overcooked it, which was undercooking it based on her directions. And I definitely wouldn't add my dried fruit in until the last baking cycle, or just throw them in at the end and not bake them at all. But this is a solid granola. So the final thing I'm gonna make in this book is another bunch of scones. This time it's pumpkin cranberry. Apparently I got a little cold going on, so that's fun. Voice is all weird. So the only swaps I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make my version gluten-free. So I'm gonna swap out the all-purpose flour for gluten-free all-purpose, whole wheat pastry flour for oat flour, and I'm just gonna reduce the sugar a little bit. And instead of the oil, I'm gonna use silken tofu. Let's see how it goes. So this is gonna be quick because we got a house full of kids, but this is delicious. I just had a little bit. Willie hasn't tried it yet because she's murdering pancakes over there. Wow, that pancake really f***ed up with that frying pan.
Stupid frying pan.
What happened to your nonstick pan, Willie?
It was supposed to be a genius pan. Clearly it's not.
You're gonna be getting a strongly worded letter.
I am?
Not you, the company that made the pan.
Oh, I'm eating a pancake. I can't believe that.
I like the taste of the scones a lot. So, the scones in this book, they're good. This is the 3rd scone recipe I've made from this book. They are delicious. For breakfast, I'm gonna make these carrot cake pancakes. I'm scratching my face. It's itchy. I just went for a walk and there's mosquitoes everywhere. I'm buggy. Leave me alone about it. Mosquitoes. We need them for the planet, and yet they drive me nuts. So I'm gonna make these gluten-free. So I'm just gonna use a gluten-free 1-to-1 as opposed to the whole wheat pastry flour that it calls for. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it as is. I've experimented with fun, different kind of pancakes than regular pancakes before, but I don't think I've ever done a carrot cake one. So the recipe didn't tell me to do it, but I got a comment recently from one of you to say that when you're doing mix-ins in like pancakes or muffins or something like that, you should add your mix-ins at the flour stage, because then the flour coats them a little bit and they don't stick together and you don't get clumps of the mix-ins together. So I'm trying that here. And if it's a fail, it's your fault. I'm kidding. But I really, honestly, I love it when we get tips like that, because I learn as much from you as you do from me. Assuming you learn anything from me other than pure silliness and, you know, I don't know what you learned from me. Do you learn stuff from me? Anyway, needless to say, I really appreciate the comments. I love writing you back. So keep them coming with any tips. When you see me doing something silly in the kitchen, be like, hey dude, what's up? Do it this way, or try this. You know, I always love it. And it's really helpful for other people watching these videos too. It's pretty similar to a regular pancake. The big difference is you use pumpkin pie spice in the mix. It's orange. It's orange. How much fun is that? And for the mix-ins, you use carrots and walnuts, but you also use another carrot that you add into the wet mix that you blend together. So it should have a really nice flavor to it. I'm excited for this. Then you top it with, it says a fruit sauce. I'm sure you could use maple syrup if you want. They also recommend yogurt, which, as you know, I made my own yogurt. And then, you know, a little more if it needs the sweet, and then other fresh fruit. I got some blueberries from the market yesterday. I'm guessing my kids will like this, except Annie's not gonna love the walnut texture inside the pancake. I'm calling that right now.
It's good. My first bite, I was like, ooh, that's not sweet enough. But then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm putting maple syrup on it. It will probably be perfect.
Yeah, they don't put much sugar in it. There's only like 2 tablespoons of maple syrup for the whole batch.
Which is good, because I'm gonna put some on top. I want some of these.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I dig them.
Yeah. I definitely think you need the maple syrup on top because I think they're not plain because they got lots of flavor in them, but I like all of this. Adding the yogurt, I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. I really, really like it. If you want like a little alternative to your pancakes, a little mixing it up with a carrot cake pancake, go for it. Annie is literally picking all the walnuts out of hers. She knew there's walnuts in it. You won't even try it, Annie?
How'd you know me?
You won't even give it a try, Annie, with the walnuts?
No, want me to? No.
No?
You don't like it?
No.
What if you had it without the yogurt? The yogurt you don't like? You just don't like the pancake at all?
Pancake.
At all?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's a no-go from Annie. It's the night before. You don't know what time it is. You're just watching a video in order. I'm making breakfast for us to have tomorrow morning. It's called a berry chia pudding and creamy oat parfait. Basically, it's like a chia pudding made from berries and overnight oat mixture, and then you layer them. And you put more stuff on top. I think my kids are gonna love it. Did you dig down though and get some of the other part?
It's trapped.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's good, like peanut butter. Oats. Peanut butter oats.
Yeah.
And chia berry pudding.
You could add whatever kind of nut butter you want. I went with peanut butter today.
It's really good.
Yummy.
I like peanut buttery. That's good. Like the berry stuff.
Yeah.
The chia pudding thing.
It's a nice combination.
Yeah, it's really good.
Pet.
Pet.
3 hits all around? Okay, I'm gonna try mine later. It's really bright and it pops from the berry mixture, but the oats are super creamy and delicious. I've often blended my overnight oats with bananas and it makes a huge difference. It's really, really nice. I agree with my kids and my wife, huge keeper. This could likely become a weekday family staple because it's really easy to make in bulk and throw together in the morning. Thanks for joining us for our favorite breakfast. Don't forget to use my link in the description down below to get 10% off either Lean Fit or Based for all of your protein powder and other supplement needs. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button to let YouTube know to share this with other people. Subscribe if you haven't done so already for more videos like this, and stick around because maybe this is breakfast time. You're sitting there, you got your coffee or your tea or whatever your drink of choice is, and you're like, I got time for one more. This is the one right here.